This is officially the funnest franchise mode ever. You will not believe the insane changes they made.
So I created an intercontinental franchise mode, 48 teams in the NHL, an expansion, adding European teams into it for an epic Stanley Cup final series. Check this out. I personally added an extra 2 games to the season for 84. And the craziest part about it all is some of the European teams are very poor to start, but over draft picks and the draft and free agency, then they start to get better over time. I personally like starting with one of the European teams, and you have to work your way up over the years with draft picks and through free agency. You can acquire quite a few guys and trade them up for better draft picks or prospects, whatever you want. But my favorite part of franchise mode is being able to create all your friends in creating player mode and then putting them onto OHL teams so that you can draft them in the future. But yeah, hands down, the most interesting and funnest mode of franchise mode I think I've ever played, because it just makes it that much more interesting. There's only 16 teams that still make the playoffs, but there's 48 teams competing for it, so it's that much harder. Everybody has a good record going into the Stanley Cup playoffs, and pretty much anyone can win. These are just the settings that I enjoy playing on. To be able to be fired is a big thing, especially when you're starting out with a European team. Usually, if you don't play the games and you simulate in your first season or two, you'll probably end up getting fired because the European teams are just so much lower skill than the NHL teams. So maybe I recommend starting with a European team that you're not probably going to stick with for too long, and just try to get a lot of free agency picks and acquire draft picks early on. And so this is the team I ended up with. And after about, I think, 5 seasons, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little more, I have finally entered the playoffs and I'm now going for my first Stanley Cup, which I did end up winning. For the best experience playing this on Superstar mode or Legendary, it just makes it that much harder, because when you get into the playoffs, you'll typically run into a hot goalie, and sometimes third periods are very frustrating because I've gone an entire period and a half not scoring a goal in a crucial game, and you just want to reset the season. But that's all the fun in it, right?
Drop a subscribe right now.